Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about week 2 of the Blitz auction, and this is going to be all the tanks here. We're going to talk about them and whether they are worth it or not to spend your gold on. So, we're going to get into it real quick here, not much delay. We're going to talk through each one here, whether you should wait for the price drops or if it's going to get sold out, and just whether it's worth it or not. So first up, the email 1951. So this thing is coming in at 8,500 gold, and this is a very good tier 8, but it is pretty similar to the Tech Tree tank. So this is more of a collector's item premium tank, in my opinion. So it's a little expensive for tier 8, 8,500 gold. I would definitely wait for some price drops on this if you really want this tank, because this is, it's the least sold tank in the entire auction right now, so it's not going to be going away anytime soon. So wait for price drops if you want it, but for in general I'd probably stay away from it just because it's so similar to the email 1 that it's not really worth it for that expensive of a price. Alright, second one here we have the Object 260. So this is a tier 10 tank for only 15,000 gold, and it's going to drop to 14,000 and then probably a little bit more even after that. And just by the fact that it is a tier 10 premium tank, that's very cheap for a tier 10 premium tank. The auction, I would definitely think, has the best deals for just getting tier 10 premium tanks. Normally they're 20, even 25k gold, or $30, $35. So, this is way cheaper than you're ever going to get them in any other situation. So, this one's still second least sold one. You're going to definitely be able to get that first price drop in, and probably the second one. So, honestly, just because it's it's a tier 10, it might not be the best tier 10 premium tank by any means, but it's still a tier 10 premium tank, so dropping down to like $14,000, not dollars, goodness, gold and lower would be, yeah, pretty good steal. So that one's not bad in my opinion. Second one though, T22 medium, same price, not going to be dropping down as cheap as the Object 260. This tank, when it came out, it was probably the most OP tank in the game, definitely in tier 10. It really hasn't been changed since, so this tank has kind of fallen behind. In my opinion, it really isn't that. It's kind of overhyped still, I think. It's not really that crazy of a tank. Honestly, it's just a T62A with a little bit different armor and a worse gun. The gun sucks. Bad aim, bad penetration. It's really not a good gun. DPM is okay, not a good gun. It's got decent mobility and decent armor, but it's definitely an overhyped tank. I still might go over the 260, but with those price drops, the 260 is going to be cheaper, so that one's probably more valuable. Alright, then we have the Predator Ultramarines. So this tank is a tier 7 heavy tank, got like 3 shells in the magazine, and 5,000 gold for a tier 7 is, it's a little expensive. So this one's going to drop down to 4,500, maybe a little cheaper. This is obviously in the Warhammer 40k series, so it's kind of classic tanks. They're fun because they're just the, the goofy looking tanks. But, the goofy, ugly looking tanks. It's an okay tank. It's honestly not that good. It's a decent tank, but nothing crazy. Much better tanks than tier 7. So yeah, 5,000 gold for that is a little expensive. 4,500 maybe we're talking there, but might even need to drop a little bit more for that one. Up next, the Kampfpanzer 70. So this is 10,000 gold for a tier 9 premium tank. This tank is still great. The gun is great on it. It's got decent armor. It's a heavy tank, so not crazy mobility, but it's just a lot of fun to play. So, this one, 10,000 gold, not going to drop down much cheaper, which is unfortunate, but 10,000 gold for a tier 9 premium tank, and a good one at that, is not bad at all. This one would probably recommend. Next up, AMX CDC 105. This is a tier 8 TD, kind of similar to the Canyonin Jagdpanzer, another tier 8 TD. 7,000 gold. Tier 8 TD is okay. That's better than the T28 Defender. I'm not sure why that's so expensive at 7,500, but yeah, it's going to drop down to 6,500, maybe drop down to 6,000. 6,000, 6,500, definitely pretty decent prices for this tank. I would wait for the price drop though. Nothing here looks like it's going to be sold out instantly, so we're pretty much good on that. And then up next we have last actually, I guess, we do have the T28 Defender. This one is, it's a cool tank. It's a fun tank. Can be good sometimes, but that side armor is horrible. Premium goes straight through the front of this tank. Only really bots don't shoot premium at this tank and just go straight through it. So, the gun is cool. It's got that crazy long reload though. So, if you're playing against not very good players, you're going to do decent in it. If you're not, you're just going to get destroyed. It's super slow. probably not worth, or it's not worth 7,500 gold probably. I mean, honestly, I would probably buy this 5,500 and under, which I don't think it's going to go to. So, I mean, surprisingly, this tank is sold the most, which I really don't understand. This tank, really isn't that good. But 7,000 gold is still too expensive. So this one probably would stay away from. And I don't know, I'm a little late to this video. The auction came out this morning, so I'm going to check back here. I mean, there might have been stuff sold out. I don't know. I'm not going to remember because of the other auctions from the past weeks. I'm just going to check here. I'm trying not to... We'll just check here real quick. I don't know because I didn't check it this morning. Didn't have time. So, dang, we still got like 2 weeks left or something? I don't know. Those were all last week. Yes, those were all last week. Last week. Nope, those are all last week. So yeah, there's nothing that was sold out. So yeah, I mean, a little bit of a snooze fest of a week. Not totally. A couple tier 10s in there for some pretty good prices. And yeah, that's probably going to be mostly it. But yeah, so that was this week's in the auction. Prices are going to drop, of course. Let me know if I should make a video. I probably shouldn't make one each day of the auction. I feel like that's not really worth it. But yeah, I will have another one for next week. I meant to have one for last week's auction, but the video recorded without sound, and then I was too busy to repeat the video. So sorry about that. I'll keep hopefully having them for the other auction weeks. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.